Okay, good afternoon. It's the General at PulseUnity. We're in the PLSU Telegram channel, and I thought I'd just give a very quick update because I keep getting asked about liquidity in PLSU and how we have launched IM69. So hopefully you will get a chance to either attend one of the daily meetings that we've been having for the last 2 months, or we can refer you now to this update video. The PLSU chart, as you can see, we stopped actually doing much with it back in April, which is when the PLSU USDC pool unlock, as you know, liquidity was locked until April. And we had already said for months that we would no longer be adding or using USDC directly as a pair for PLSU because we were switching everything over to Ethereum because of the way we are structuring IM69, which will then be supporting the PLSU pool in V3. The other thing that was very important is that we want to protect the floor price on PLSU. Over the months prior, we have literally given away millions of PLSU tokens, be it in competitions, be it from airdrops, or from other different things that we've done. And what has tended to happen is we give them away and then somebody has just come along and totally undercut everybody else in the project. And PLSU is designed as a 0% buy and sell tax token that is for holding at the moment. It's part of the very long-term structure of the project. And whilst we are delighted to support the liquidity pools on it, we wanted to make sure that the new pool was at the fair price. That's not market manipulation. That is simply, we don't want to sell our tokens back to the market for less than we feel they are worth. If people want to sell their tokens to us, we're happy to buy them. Don't get us wrong. We're happy to buy them, but we will buy them back for pennies. For new people to buy the tokens from us, they will come back in at the rate that is shown here, where it's at the ETH V3 pool. And we had built the token chart up to back to around this level, as you can see. And that was there at the end of April, where we stopped using anything to do with the USDC chart and were focused on launching the IM69 contracts on Ethereum into the V3 pool. Now, of course, some idiot decided to dump. Nanosecond, we added liquidity. So, of course, there was no point us as a project just adding money into a chart that people were just physically going to dump on or try and deliberately wreck. That would be suicide. So, just for those that keep coming in complaining that there's no liquidity, don't complain at the project, complain at your holders. Because at the end of the day, we are not selling this chart. We are working very hard on IM69, which is designed to do this. In the V3 liquidity chart, which is the one that we are working with, you will see that that green line starts here. And as long as IM69 is being traded, as you can see, that idiot dump took you below that green line. The ETH3 pool, where we started, was above that green line. And where we want to try and get to is up here at the 0.02 range. So I really urge people, there's nothing, you can buy PLSU. There's 20 million PLSU in the chart available. And anybody new coming in, you are entering at exactly the same position as when we started the project. So you're not getting basically you're not sort of getting a late position. Everyone is still mega early. And there are more than 300 holders. There will be more joining. And as we go through the process of marketing and awareness and onboarding, more and more people will join. But if you think about it like a blue chip company, it takes time to start. It takes time to get everything organized. And then at some point, the shares will get traded properly. Coming over to IM69 on the East chart or the West chart. Again, as you can see, we put 10% of IM69 onto Uniswap, which was always in the plan. It's been advertised on the spacecampmars.com and with links from pulseunity.com for approximately the last 3 months. So again, if there was any confusion about which websites people should be using, it's the official ones, not the Chinese whispers, but come to the official ones, guys. There are very limited holders at the moment. There's not a tremendous amount of awareness. And there's also been a bit of FUD that goes on in the typical crypto world. Our taxes are designed for the longevity of holders and also for the longevity of the project. Out of each tax, 5% is distributed directly amongst all the other holders, and 7% is distributed between the marketing and the liquidity pools. So each time there is a buy, the liquidity pool will go up. Of course, if there's a sell, it will come down slightly, but it will never go completely down because there is a reserve always kept from the previous buy or sell. And since it works both ways, no matter what people do, even if they try and completely dump IM69, the chart will never ever be able to reach zero. So as long as people trade sensibly, you're in a position just to play. A word of advice: I did a half ETH buy and sell, got smashed by a bot the other day, which is now in our blacklist. And literally it's because I didn't pay attention to my own rule of checking slippage. So be careful, because although it doesn't affect you getting your tokens, of course it is money that comes straight off the chart. Airdrops will be going out for those that qualify in Ethereum. We will be announcing very shortly how everybody else will be able to get their IM69 tokens that they sacrificed for, and what you will be doing with them, which is just as important. Because I bring you back to, if we go on to Space Camp Mars quickly, the tokenomics. There's a 69 trillion supply. Only 10% is on Uniswap. 7% liquidity, 5% reflections, and a 1% max transaction. there is a very clear exchanges plan with a very clear price mark or price point on it. And it's been there for months. Everyone has been welcome to come and have these discussions with us. And the discussions we've been having with these exchanges is based around that price point. It's not a promise. Point that we are looking at. There's tier levels in the wallets. So currently we have two tier levels really. One is the original PLSU holders who now also hold IM69. Then there's just those that have got IM69, and there's very, very few that have only got PLSU and almost none that have got only NFTs. Because at the end of the day, if you've got NFTs, the chances are that you've got IM69, and then there'll be any others that come in. The tier levels work at 5, 2.5, 1.5, 1%, and then it will be individual parts of the project. We try and help people open wallets, but don't forget what we're here for. We're here to do social media. We're here on creating a mission to Mars. We're developing a brand, and the big part of the project, which is PulseUnity or social.PulseUnity, is still having added functionality created. In itself, it is growing. There's over 550 people on social. When I break down the other statistics, we've got over nearly 600 on Twitter now. We had over 1,000 before we got rugged. We've got over 1,000 on YouTube. We've got 3,500 on LinkedIn. We are about to add 7,000 to Instagram. We have 3,500 something on TikTok. We've about to add another 5,000 to Telegram. Our web traffic is about to increase by about 10,000 per day from some targeted markets that we have been looking at. And we are developing closer and closer collaborations, which we have developed over months of creating this project. It brings us into the idea for the marketplace, because those that have been following the project, there should be a very clear link. Here we go. It was actually right there, marketplace. This is what the current PulseUnity marketplace looks like. And I think I can connect a wallet that might have PLSU in it. I'm speeding through this, guys, so that literally you can see. So that wallet has got 0 PLSU. An owner wallet, if we connect that, that's got some PLSU, but you'll see it's got no rewards. That's because it wasn't a SAC wallet. The new marketplace, I'll give you a very, very brief look. And literally our designers, the developers, everything are working really, really hard on a new brand that will be part of PulseUnity. However, it's going to be a cross-community project, and we've nicknamed it for the moment Aries, because it's beyond just NFTs. Going with the RAM because it's strong, and it will enable us to do what we were planning to do with NFTs, i.e. from creation to trading to data collection and discovery. And it will enable all other projects to basically come to us in the DeFi setting, use our social media, use our trading platform, use our marketplace, basically be able to be free of the problems that they're facing with other markets like OpenSea at the moment that are just running projects. So this is what we're doing. It's a lot of work. It's all being built absolutely from scratch. Some of these are just placeholder pictures. One of our beloved designers just put these in as a placeholder at about 3 o'clock this morning. It will have all the functionality of sites that you're familiar with, like OpenSea, etc., in terms of NFTs. It will have all the functionality and links to our social media platform, and even more bullish or ramish, I guess, if we're going with Aries, is it will also have the cross chain functionality. So we will not only be able to do business with Ethereum on Ethereum, but those that want to also bring their collections from places like pulsechain or Polygon or Binance will also be able to come and launch collections, trade their collections, and basically get involved with the Aries part of the project. And of course, we will get a fee for running the platform, which again goes to the community of PulseUnity holders. So that's really the big part. I'm not going to labor onto that a lot more, other than super excited. We're roughly 20% of the way into the build. Some of the contracts are already done. And I hope that from the community's perspective, they will start to understand the scale of what we're doing with PulseUnity and the scale of what we're trying to achieve in developing literally the #1 crypto brand on this planet, and how we are using the links between social media, the blockchain, and all of the other communities out there that are also developing and building and hoping to bring all of this together. That's me from the general. For the recording, any questions, please come into the chat and ask. Don't just use Chinese whispers. It damages people. Thank you. Bye for now.